Great rising, beautiful beings, great rising. So I am in bed being lazy, got my grapes, looking at the wall, got my oranges, made me some magical tea because I know some nurses and I know some people. And 2 days before them tornadoes started hitting Houston or Texas, they started coming down with the flu. hmm And Jacksonville, Florida. I was going to leave town and go to a family member house, but they got the same great problem we got. So you know how Bobby Hemmett talked about these some old school oranges we used to have at school. Look how it look. And got the seeds in it. And my stomach loud. Listen, Bobby Hemmett talked about Atlanta back in 2005. How they had a Kim blanket over Atlanta. And everybody would get sick. So since New Year's ain't here yet, people ain't drinking, people ain't getting totally fucked up. It's like they waiting to send out the signal right when everybody completely, drained. You got Christmas, you got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas, you got New Year. And I know a lot of old folk. I know a lot of old folks going to wakes and funerals. Yeah, these some old school oranges that used to be at school. Georgia used to get their oranges from Florida. That shit they sell at the store. I got these from the grocery store, but they seasonal. And you only get them, you only see them once a year. These some real oranges. Y'all, it's still gray. This day 6. I got home Sunday. Literally, when I drove into town Sunday, it was sunny. Valdosta, Georgia was sunny. Lake City was sunny. It was warm. Then, Waycross, Georgia was sunny. Then soon as I drove into Jacksonville about 1 p.m., you could see where the blue sky stopped and the gray began. And it was a little splotchy. You still could see little areas of blue. Like it was real clouds. They moved together. But now we just got one solid blanket. No texture. Nothing. I made me some tea. And then, excuse me, trying to drip some juice. Making a mess. This my bleach stuff here. Bleach. Not this, but all this stuff bleach. But yeah, honey, I don't know what to say. I just know stay away from people coming down with the flu and stuff. And I shared this video with this guy. He don't say nothing. He just type what he feeling. And he said, have you noticed people coming down with the cold? And it ain't you. They coming down with a cold, but it ain't the cold. They coming down with a cold, but it ain't the flu. They get rid of the cold. They get rid of the cold, and it come right back. He said, what is that? I shared it on my page. I will give you a little secret to the madness of my my Tito. I added velvet sumac. You could get the regular sumac, but the velvet sumac is wild. It grow all up the East Coast. All in Michigan. Velvet sumac. Vitamin C. Good vitamin C. And then I started having sciatic problems. I've been, I think I got a hemorrhoid. I ain't gonna think I know. I've never been diagnosed for it, but I know I got a hemorrhoid. And people think hemorrhoid is something that hang out your asshole. Maybe for some, but no. You can have an inner wall hemorrhoid where the wall, that thin wall that separates the vagina from the anus, the rectal, that wall can actually grow something inside of it. So I think it's a hemorrhoid because when I masturbate or climax, it stress it out. And a shock of pain go through me and my butthole be like, a shock of pain go through it. And I'm like, how am I climaxing from my clitoris, which is connected to your cervix, to the lunch bag, and pew, 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 you know, like Space Wars and shit. And then it's wired to your anus, and if you have a hemorrhoid, it sends out some fucked up sensations, okay? You be stuck like, oh, like that is awkward, you know, really awkward. And now it's not, these gray days, now it's not time to masturbate. Y'all, I'm being so chill and lazy. Look at my grapes, baby. You know, I love red grapes, but I like the fact that the green grapes are crispy. The red grapes always look very foggy and not like the green grape. And ain't none of them got seeds in them. But I got to do what I got to do. They good. So, them blocking the sun out this long, it's going to cause some problems. And sick people make people sick. Sure enough. Ain't nobody been getting no sunlight. The purge. You know, the sun purged the body. Mm-hmm. The sun purged the body. They sweet too. I had them about a week. But my refrigerator's so cold. I ain't had these no week. I bought them the day before Christmas. I had got them oranges, the grapes, celery, and carrot. I'm about to go, my stomach just, it ain't about to do nothing, no. It's just warning the body like, she got live enzymes coming down here. Okay. But I did have sciatica problems. And I've been taking a lot of copper. Because they say hemorrhoids are formed from not processing copper properly. Oh, my stomach loud. But yeah, y'all be mindful. If you're in a gray state, yeah, it's literally a gray state, meaning your city is gray. And see, when I was up there in Richmond, Virginia, it was horrible. Richmond, Virginia was clear skies. Then all of a sudden they turned on the heart machine and they tried to blast us from the past. Listen, it wasn't raining or nothing. It got so cold to the point where I had on a hoodie, tied the hoodie around my neck. The wind was blowing so much it had people grabbing their coats to protect themselves, right? And I had a 44-ounce thing of coffee. Another thing about that coffee, I think that coffee, the acidity is putting acid on one of my knees. So I got to slow down on the coffee. And I ain't been drinking coffee but like a month and a half now. And it's already doing something to my bone or my cartilage. I don't know. But I ain't had that problem. Not one bit. And all of a sudden, my knee got sensitive. My sciatic nerve got sensitive. Right. So, it was like, the pulse was like, I thought I had the gout in my foot or something. But it ain't the gout, because that shit ran all the way up there. From the bottom of my foot to my anus. I think the hemorrhoid. I ain't trying to be funny. I'm trying to be honest. Maybe this shit will help somebody out one day, okay? I ain't trying to be weird, okay? Maybe this shit will help somebody out one day. But yes, my sciatica started sending pulses through my knee, through my leg, through my foot, all the way to my anus. That's why I don't let dogs lick me in the face. Because when the dog licked me in the face, the nerve go all the way down and tickle my booty. I don't know why we wired up like this. And I told my mom, I said, That dog had jumped there. Why you won't let the dog? Because it tickles my ass. The dog licked my face, the shit triggers, it goes all the way to my fucking ass. I'm like, no. This weird tickle sensation goes all the way to my ass, so no. I ain't letting the dog lick me because it goes somewhere else. Anyway. Light codes. Looking a little bright out there, ain't it? But that shit gray as hell. That ain't the sun. If the sun come through there. Somebody trying to call, anybody else? Yeah. These light codes from this food. It's something outside I want. I'm gonna make me some green water. Watch that Halls of a Mentor video by Billy Carson I posted on my channel, on my community page. Before I even watch that video, first of all, I do a lot of listening. Because if you do a lot of visualization, that shit gets stuck in your psyche. So before I even watched the video, the other night, I had a dream where I was at an arch on a stage, like a platform, like an old Greek platform with an arch. But through the arch was the galaxy. And I had tapped into something. See, they jam our frequency, so we can't receive the downloads and the uploads. But sometimes they get curious. They want to know what's going on and what you could tap into. So they'll let it down about an hour or two and see where your soul or your astral body travel to or your conscious travel to. And once they see where you travel to, they update their system and then they jam the frequency again so you can't go back. Right now it's important, since they willing to block the sun out going on 6 days straight. Even at night, you can't see the stars. They don't want you to see nothing. It ain't even raining. It's some fake ass mist that show up every now and then. You got to eat your sun foods. You can go eat all the cooked food you want, but you better be eating them cucumbers, that celery, them raw carrots, that motherfucking, them grapes, them limes. And if you know any plants, wild plants, that you can juice, like just put them in water, blend them up, strain it, and drink the juice, do it. I'm serious. Right now, you need as much living information as possible. Another thing I said, the vampires, that's why I woke up saying proboscis. Because the vampires must be, I'm sure if I would have went to a shopping mall or whatever. At a helicopter. I'm sure if I went to a shopping mall, St. Augustine Boardwalk or something, I'm sure you'll be seeing walking vampires right now. There's a reason. They using it to incubate. Okay. When you block the sun out, you're trying to incubate something. Remember what they said about the Africans? They kept giving them these Jabberwockies, right? But they wasn't seeing any results. They knew what it would do to people from somewhere else, but it wouldn't do none of these people. So the helicopter dropped shades down, and then the Africans started putting the shades on, and they were blocking the sun. And then the virus or disease or whatever was able to take effect in the people's body. It was able to manifest. So for them to block out the sun that many days, they're trying to incubate something. You know, right now the Pope is going through the portals, opening up the portals. My brain just started saying proboscis. And then all of a sudden I realized they're trying to incubate some. Proboscis ain't got to be the vril, the lizard, the tentacles, the snout, the elephant snout, the monkey's nose. The proboscis can be a frequency. It could be tethering. It reminds me of when I was in California, that cat looked at me and that cat was like, it was hitting the air, but it was looking at me like, bitch, what you walking around with? What are you? You got a whole entity with you, like she's seen a whole nother dimension around me. So I'm thinking of like the proboscis as being like tethering, tentacles, trying to map the body out, trying to, I don't know why it's saying immerse or emerge, but trying to synchronize whatever they got going on. They don't want the sun to purge the body, expel the body. See, right about now, the sun would be causing people to expel mucus, right? Ain't no sun showing. And I noticed I've been drinking, but I haven't been drinking through excitement. I drink, just socially drink. I'm talking about for this holiday. I'm just doing a little drink. It's like a nightcap. It's not like, ooh, let's party. Let's listen to music. Let's listen to this. I've been listening to jazz. And then when I do listen to a little music, it's short-winded, then it's back to jazz. So right now, what you're intaking matters. It needs to be some type of knowledge, some type of frequency. The food you consume needs to have some type of information behind it. It doesn't need to be for pleasure. It really needs to have some type of light code or energy behind it. Because right now we're dealing with some bullshit. And it's supposed to be bright as hell in here. I don't have curtains. I just got blinds. It's supposed to be bright. It feel like I'm in New York. Like, and you got to remember that the people moving from up north are coming down south, right? And they're showing these vampires, look, we can block out the sun down here too. You can walk around like you want to walk around. We can hold, they're proving that they can hold that cloud over this city as long as they need to. Right now, you got these corporations, these, I don't want to say demonic, I don't want to say satanic. You got these vampiric ass corporations down here observing the weather right now to see if they should bring big business down here to Jacksonville, Florida. And they're convincing them, they're showing them, yeah, bring it down here. We'll have New York weather down here before you know it. You could come down here and thrive and run around and it won't have to hide from the sun. We'll protect you. That's just like the snow, the ski resorts. It's all designed that way. Weather manipulation. Come on now, like the snow and the skiing works properly for every Winter Olympics. Ain't the Winter Olympics every 2 years? Like, y'all got this heavy, perfect snow every fucking year. It's never canceled. Come on now. Pay attention. Pay attention. And here they is advertising to these vampiric corporations that we could block the sun out down here too. It might not be as cold, might be a little muggy, might be warm, but we could block out them UV rays. You can enjoy yourself down here too. So yeah, pretty much they got some vampires down here right now. And they don't have the same parasite as most, them people that's walking around with us right now. No, these people got a different parasite. Something about they got a different incubus. And we know incubus is succubus, but they have a different something. It's different. Well, anyway, I'm going to get off here so I could drink my tea, be butt naked and relax for a little bit. And, yeah. I don't know, it's sad, y'all. Do I want to start crying or am I need to take a nap? It's sad, y'all. How there's no sunshine. And the Pope doing rituals. Supposedly, the Jubilee is supposed to release prisoners. Yeah, after they smother them and put the parasite in them. And then I had a dream last night that there was this snake or worm kept moving. I was like, no, you're not gonna smother me. No fucking way. Like, how do I benefit you not being connected to source? Like, if you smother me, then I won't be connected to source. And then you won't be able to see where the fuck we going in the next 10 and 50,000 years. So how does it benefit you to smother me? I just don't get it. Like, my image has no oomph behind it. Like, nobody's watching me. This channel not growing. So how does it benefit you to use my image with your parasite? Y'all just be mindful, okay? Be mindful of all these people going through eye surgery too. Pay attention. Pay attention. They probably was murdered. So there we have it. If your area is gray, consume your sun foods, get on your alkaline teas, and there you have it. Under the magic, the truth will definitely set you free.